Hey garden friends, here I go again with my little spooky planters. This one has a bunch of cobwebs. Look at that. Isn't it so cool? So it's completely black and it's got all of these little webs. Oh, all over it. It's so cute, and it's got this little handle here. And guess what? It's got a little spider in there. That's the spider that's been making all the webs. Duh. And it doesn't want to focus, but now it is. Look at it. Oh, it looks like a tarantula. But guess what? It does not have a drainage hole. So, you see? So, I would say, hey, let's just plant it in there. But I know better than that. And I've done it before, where I find really cute containers. I don't drill a drainage hole, and guess what? My succulents rot. You don't want that to happen. You want your succulents to grow and thrive so you can enjoy them every day, right? So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna drill a hole, and I'm gonna teach you how to do it. So, first things first, you're gonna need a power tool. And I've got just a basic power tool right here, but what's most important, it's the drill bit. And this one is a diamond tip drill bit. This one is specifically to drill holes, okay? So this is a Milwaukee brand. I've used it up quite a bit because, I mean, like I said before, I find all sorts of little containers that aren't necessarily planters, but I tell myself, oh, I can put some succulents in there. So what do? You make your own planter out of it, okay? So now that we know that we need a power tool, we need a diamond tip drill bit, and I got this at Home Depot. You're gonna need, I'm gonna put a towel right on my table here. I'm gonna turn this baby around, just like that. All right, and what you're gonna need to do is on that surface, you're gonna have to put some water on there, because when I'm drilling into the ceramic, into the container, it gets so hot that if you don't cool it off with cold water, it'll shatter. And I learned this by, I learned it the hard way, because I never looked it up. Like, oh, how should I drill a hole in a container? No, I kind of just went for it. I was like, oh, I know a drill bit that can do that. And I did it without water. And my pretty little container that I had planned to put succulents in, it shattered into pieces. So I looked it up then, and you know, people were putting water, and I was like, oh God, okay. All right, so now I know. So what I'm gonna do is, it's gonna get a little loud, okay? And it might take a while. So I might speed this little process if it takes too long, because it really depends on how thick the container is. But I'm gonna start slow so the drill bit can catch grip on the container. And I've seen some people put a piece of tape, like painter's tape, on that little, on the spot that they want to put their hole in, drill their hole in, so that the drill bit catches grip on it. But it doesn't really make a difference for me. So I just skip that step and I don't do the tape. But I'm gonna start off really slow, and I'm gonna start at an angle. Okay, and I'm gonna get a little faster. Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna start at an angle, like I said. I'm gonna wait for that drill bit to catch grip. Okay, so you can feel it. It's all by feeling. And you can see how it's peeling away. So I'm gonna start to make my way up so that my drill bit is completely straight, but I'm gonna do it very slowly. And as I go up, I'm adding a little more power. Gonna kind of flip this up a bit, because my camera was like kind of blocking my power tool. All right, now I'm going in, because it's completely caught grip there. Try not to press down on it, okay? Just let the power tool do its thing, and the drill bit, of course. What I like to do is kind of like move it in a little round little way, just how you see how I'm doing it right there. Just so I can carve it a little faster, okay? Oh, and that was fast. Boom, it happened. You see how simple it is? So all we need is just these simple little tools, and we can make our dreams come true. Okay. All right, so that water worked. And that was a fast one. So this was a little thin right there. So we did something different today. Yeah, so I'm gonna clean that off. And there was a little piece there. So it wasn't that thick. You see? That was cool. All right. And I used a towel just so my container will kind of like stay put. And since there's water involved, it keeps my surface nice and dry. All right. And I kind of pop this off. So what do you think I'm going to put in this container? Now that I've got my drainage hole in there, I know that my succulents will do well. And you can guess what I'm going to put in there. Dun, 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 dun. Yep, Sempervivum Cobweb. Look at that. Look how symmetrical this plant is. And it grows like this little cobweb. It's called a cobweb Sempervivum. It's not like full of pests. No, that's how it is. That's how it grows. It grows naturally, like this woolly little fibers all around it. And I'm going to use 2 other different ones. So I'm just going to use Sempervivums. Thought that it would look really cute. I've got this cluster here. Look at that. So you see how Sempervivums grow? They're called Hens and Chicks. So this would be the hen, for example, and these are her chicks. And how many does she have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 chicks. She is a proud mom. They're really beautiful. They're kind of fuzzy. They all kind of have little fuzz on them. They're hardy, so they can take snow. Can you believe it? Yeah, so if you live in the East Coast and you're like, oh, I want succulents, but hey, those soft, tender succulents, they just melt outside. Get yourself some Sempervivums. You won't regret it. And I have another cluster, just slightly different, but it still has like this kind of like little woolly stuff on it. I don't know, like hair kind of, but it's a little different from the cobweb. And that's the little hen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chicks on this one. So beautiful. They're just so beautiful. Look at that. Oh, I love them. So I'm gonna just fit these 3 clusters right into this little planter here, and I'm gonna fill this up with soil. Succulent soil, of course. All right. Almost there. Just a little bit more. I like using the scoop. I could have easily used my hand there, but hey, I like to have a little fun. I like to scoop things. Sounds funny, right? All right, here we go. All right, so I'm gonna start with my face. So I want to see okay, so this is a good face. This is a good, like, I know that doesn't make sense to you, but I want to see how the pot looks on the side, and that's gonna help me place the face of the succulent in the right direction. That didn't make sense at all. Sorry, guys. It's kind of how I process things. All right. Perfect. All right. So it's a very simple arrangement. Very simple arrangement. I'm going to put my other cluster right over here. Kind of just like that. Shuffle some soil around. Obviously shuffle or put some soil on this little hole here. Oh no. That was a little too much soil. Okay. Okay, there we go. And then the other cluster will go right over here. All right, And since some of these chicks are kind of hanging down, I'm going to take advantage of that and have them kind of fall off the rim here, just like that. And they'll grow nice and long, like super long, down the planter. Oh, sometimes you need a little simple arrangement to make you feel better, right? It doesn't always have to be all complicated. I think those are the best. Because you can, you know, they're easier to maintain. And since there's so much soil around, oh, that looks so cute. I'm gonna add some stones for sure. So I'm gonna kind of pick off the really big ones. Set them to the side there. And this will complete that look. Beautiful. Just a little here. There we go. Boom. Little Sempervivum arrangement. I hardly ever plant Sempervivums. I don't know why. Because, you know, their variety, I mean, gosh, it's like, there's like, I don't know, there's like more than 200 known species or something like that. It's something crazy like that. It's a big family. Oh my gosh. So that is that. I'm gonna dust that off there, all that soil that I got in there, and that's when my little lens cleaner comes in handy. Oh, that's perfect. That worked out just right. And that's all there is to it. Little Sempervivum arrangement with 3 different little species here, 3 different varieties, and you know, they're escaping me right now, and I will put them down on the description for sure. But I hope that you enjoyed this little simple arrangement, and until next time, bye garden friends.